Holy, that is, whew, golly, man. Rattle, you got a massive set of clankers on you. I'll just say that to drop the video that you decided to drop yesterday. Holy, it's a good thing I did the warm up. It's a good thing I'm all nice and loose lipped so I can talk about this whole thing. Let's go ahead and get this out there. So, Rattle Pokemon, everyone knows that channel, right? Everyone knows the CoffeeZilla of the Pokemon space, right? Rattle decided to put out a video yesterday talking about a very specific Pokemon YouTuber on the VGC side, talking about Wolfie Glick. We're talking about that, homie. I'm sure you're familiar. The winner of regionals and world events for the Pokemon VGC, household name, big YouTuber. Honestly, probably one of the biggest PokeTubers that exists if we really think about numbers and impact and all that stuff, right? Everyone knows that guy. Not without his controversy, though. There's several controversies that have been brought forward regarding him possibly cheating at the VGC, with evidence shown to go forward with that. He's not without it, I understand. And when you dive deep into that, essentially the cheating comes into him bringing in hacked Pokemon, where they are set natures. He's bringing in shinies. He's generating Pokemon with perfect stats. He's not actually raising or breeding a Pokemon. He's not doing it the legit way. And he's spawning in a Pokemon, which is against Pokemon's rules at that time. They said you were not allowed to do that. And there's people stating that Pokemon that he had certain moves they couldn't have. Some of them were gender locked. This shiny with this nature, with this move set, is a super low actual probability. And I think that's genuine criticism. I think you can bring that forward. And I think if people want to talk about that aspect of it, cool. If Rattle kept the video about that, honestly, a banger video. It made a whole lot of sense to me, and I get it. The thing that I don't really understand is the extra part that was tacked on is the other thing that Wolf is going through right this second, where he is stepping back from making content, going to the VGC, excuse me. He's not going to the actual events so much anymore. And he said because he was groped, he was SA'd, he was actually touched inappropriately and without consent at these events, taking photo ops by fans that were being incredibly inappropriate, which any creator, if that's something that happens, you could understand that. You could be like, okay, makes perfect sense to me. The thing with Rattle, the thing that he says is based off these cheating allegations and based off this stuff where, Wolfie has this questionable past and he's going through a bunch of criticism already. Should we take seriously what he's saying about him being touched inappropriately by fans? And it's awfully weirdly timed with the whole Emiru thing with Twitch, right? People are bringing that up. He said that the timing for that is probably to escape criticism, and it has to be because of that. If you're unfamiliar, a very similar thing happened over at Twitch recently with streamer Emiru. She was doing a meet and greet, and some giant fool of a fan just came up and forced himself upon her while on stage and tried to kiss, make out, and basically sexual assault her as well. Inappropriate, fucked up. Twitch went full NPC mode and was like, that happened. Did you try moderating your chat? Did you try doing any of that? Did you try making any of that stuff better? So this is obviously something that is topical and something that is going forward with creators. To say I don't understand where Rattle is coming from would be a complete lie. I get it. I understand. And the actual question of character, I understand is on the table. The thing is we're not talking about cheating at this point. We're talking about SA over at that stuff. And to just broadly claim, which let me put this disclaimer out there as well, Rattle did say if this happened, if this is a real thing that did happen, he does not condone it, and it is disgusting and horrible. He did say that in his video. He didn't just say, I don't fucking believe him whatsoever. This is terrible, okay? I just think it's reckless for you to make the actual claim that maybe we shouldn't believe him because he's got a questionable past. Maybe this is something that's like, we should use a little discretion when believing some people. Not everybody, not all people should be believed. The problem is this is coming from Rattle, and Rattle is very methodical. He's very much a CoffeeZilla, as we have said, in the space, right? He is very much about getting your research done, actually having your facts straight, doing this, doing that, not going based off assumptions. Usually, there are instances where Rattle has shown bias. There is instances where Rattle has had opinions, but he is also critical of people not getting their facts straight and going based off things that they look at initially just on the screen. He's been critical of me of that. He's been critical of several creators for doing that stuff. And I just think it's funny that he has all this research and time into the actual VGC cheating and alleged scams, right? But he just has nothing. He has nothing to go off of for the essay. He has nothing to go off of it once at all. And one of the other criticisms Rattle has is, why wasn't it brought up sooner? Why is he downplaying it? Because Wolfian, there is a video where he does say it's on the lower end of the priorities of him when it comes to him addressing VGC content, why he's stepping back. And why is he doing that? Why is he downplaying it? Why is he making... Well, some people handle it differently, man. Some people go through things and they don't fucking push it full forward. Some people downplay it in order to actually keep the content and the fans forward to actually do it. I'm not saying it's correct. I'm not saying it's a great thing to do. I'm not saying... But some people do that. For you to just assume that people shouldn't take this seriously, or as seriously, excuse me, based off the fact that, like, what kind of path does that paint for future creators? What kind of path does that paint for people and streamers that might also have the same thing going on, man? I get it. He has a shitty past where, like, people are questioning some things, right? He has some things that don't look squeaky clean, and some of it is kind of bad. I'm not gonna fucking defend Wolf over here. I'm not a Wolf Glazer by any stretch of the imagination. It's just crazy this is brought forward, and the first thing that we're gonna say is, let's not take it seriously. No. We always need to take that seriously. We always need to take that kind of shit in our community seriously. He's not pointing at anybody. He's not saying, this person ruined my life. This person did that. This person did this. Take this person for everything he's got, which is another criticism Rattle has, where he's like, well, how come you didn't report this? How come nothing's happening with this? How do you know nothing got reported? How do you know nothing's being taken? How do you know no one's being pushed front and forth for this? How do you know stuff's not being handled behind the scene? That's a lot of assumptions for somebody who doesn't like people not doing their research and going based off of assumptions on. It's just a very strange thing, Rattle. I'm not against you. I don't have a fucking bad bone in my body. I'd consider you a peer of mine. We both started making content going into the more critical, the darker depths of the Pokemon universe, and around October 2020, that's when we both started kind of doing it. I view you as a true peer. It's just reckless. This whole thing is fucking reckless, where you're deciding to go this hard on something with, like, no fucking proof that none of it happened. Wolf literally got on a video, explained what happened, and you're using previous instances of him doing something completely unrelated, completely not related to what happened, against him. Kind of shitty. Kind of a bold move. Hopefully it plays out for you. Hopefully it ages well. You could be right. It's just a very strange thing to double down on with fucking no proof whatsoever, especially on the topic of SA. It's odd. It's very strange. I will never claim to fully understand the mind of Rattle. I think you fucked up. I think you rushed that out. I think you could have cookie cuttered around the SA and wait to see if anything else happened. You're a big man. You do your thing. You make your content. It's weird though. You're like a pillar here. You're one of the big dogs here. You're one of the people that if you left, it would be extremely hard to replace you because of the type of work you do, man. But like I just see you jumping more and more into making bold assumptions about people, you know. This assault happened. I don't see any kind of proof that it happened, but, you know, I'm going to assume it happened until otherwise. This SA, we need to be questionable, and we need to be wary of trusting people that may have cheated on the VGC, guys. He may have hacked in a Pokemon or something like that. Therefore, he would lie about being SA'd possibly, so keep that in the back of your head. That's insane. That's a wild take. That's a wild fucking thing just to say. Rattle, just a crazy fucking thing. That requires a fine-tooth comb to go through the fucking alleged things of SA. Not just a broad tip brush that covers everything like you can do on the VGC content, okay? It's just little things, man. Just fucking take a little bit longer. Who knows? Just crazy. You don't have any proof or anything. And there you go. I'm just going to jump right on and be like, hey guys, maybe don't believe him. Hey, once again, Rattle didn't say that he for sure didn't do it. He's just putting the possibility out there that we need to question this homie because he is bad. And that's not how SA like that works, bro. I think Frosted Caribou is a grifter. I think she fucking made that video on purpose the time that she did. I think all that. If she got SA'd, if she claimed that she got SA'd, and that's why she left Pokemon, that's it. Until I am told otherwise, until I see proof otherwise, until anything like that, that's how it's going to be, and I am not going to condone anybody acting like it didn't happen until I'm shown otherwise that it didn't happen. Because that's what I would want for people to do for everyone in this community. If someone is claiming that shit, it needs to be taken seriously. It at least needs to be looked at. It at least needs to be fucking done a little bit more carefully than, well, let's not take this seriously until we see, you know, if the VGC stuff comes. It's crazy. It's insane, dog. Just think about it. I personally think you should take the video down. I'll take my video down too if you take yours down, okay? Just proof. All about proof and research over at Team Rattle. That's all I got. Appreciate it, Virgin Gang. See you later. Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm taking this with me too. Let's get you out of here. Something's going every day.